Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be discussing the latest news coming out of the war in Ukraine. This conflict has been ongoing since 2014, when Russia invaded the eastern part of Ukraine. At the same time, Europe and the United States have been supporting Ukraine in its fight against Russia. And the top story this morning is that the Russian assault on the town of Bakhmut appears to be stalling due to the fierce resistance that has been put up by the Ukrainian forces. This news comes from the Institute for the Study of War, a U.S. think tank. Other evidence points to the fact that Russia may be attempting to launch offensives in other directions as well. And the European Council is also convening today in Brussels. The United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres will be in attendance, as the leaders discuss the war and Europe's support for Ukraine. And the U.S. Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, noted that if Russia were to be allowed to attack Ukraine with impunity, it would lead to a world of conflict and open a Pandora's box for other aggressors. He also mentioned that China has not yet crossed the line of providing lethal aid to Moscow. And China's President Xi Jinping finished his 3-day visit to Moscow, claiming that China remains neutral in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson, Wang Wenbin, stated that China would continue to play a constructive role in promoting a political settlement of the Ukrainian issue. NATO's Secretary General has warned that there are no immediate plans for peace in Ukraine from Russian President Vladimir Putin, and the West needs to be prepared to provide lethal aid for Kyiv for the foreseeable future. Twin Russian missile strike occurred in Zaporizhia, in Ukraine's east, where at least one person was killed and 33 wounded, according to officials. In addition, a drone attack on Rizhiv in the Kyiv region left at least 8 people dead. And in what can be seen as a direct response to the UK's plan to supply Ukraine with tank shells made with depleted uranium, Russia's foreign ministry has warned that Moscow will not leave the action unanswered. Russia's foreign minister Sergei Lavrov has even gone so far as to say the UK's decision has taken the situation to new and dangerous levels. And however, the UK Foreign Secretary, James Cleverly, has stated that this is not an act of nuclear escalation, but of a conventional munition supply. On the other hand, the head of the foreign ministry in Russia, Sergei Ryabkov, has warned that the risk of a nuclear conflict is now at its highest level in decades. And the cost of rebuilding Ukraine's economy is expected to be $411 billion, as recorded by a study by the World Bank, United Nations, and European Commission. And Sweden's parliament has officially given the go-ahead for Sweden and its neighbor, Finland, to join the NATO alliance. Previous to this, the two countries had been neutrally aligned since the 2014 invasion of the eastern part of Ukraine by Russia. And furthermore, the Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelensky, made a surprise visit to troops near the frontline city of Bakhmut. During his visit, he congratulated the soldiers for defending their country's sovereignty and gave out medals. And the UK military also released intelligence suggesting that the Russian assault on the town of Bakhmut is rapidly losing the little momentum it did because some units have been reallocated to other fronts. And finally, the Prince of Wales took a surprise 2-day trip to Warsaw in order to thank British and Polish troops for supporting Ukraine, and to learn more about how Poland has been dealing with displaced Ukrainian refugees. And that concludes my coverage of today's news. Stay tuned to this channel for more updates on Russia's war in Ukraine. Thanks for watching.